right, our next award here is for PGA Professional of the Year, and this one is going to Greg Mason of the Iowa PGA Section. Mase, as he's best known in the industry, has been a PGA member since 1991 and stepped into the role as Executive Director in 2018. This year, the section earned one of the highest awards by the PGA of America, the Herb Graffis Award. This award is designed to recognize a PGA of America section for extraordinary and exemplary contributions and achievements in the area of player development. The Iowa PGA has been recognized for modeling 2 programs that have become national initiatives, and I think you'll recognize the names. The first is Drive, Chip, and Putt. The second is PGA Hope, which is modeled after the Give Foundation, which supports injured veterans. They recently, they have the full video of the award ceremony online. You definitely should go and check it out. It's really well done, and they all do a wonderful job just showing how great Iowa is to the rest of the country. So, J.R. Miller, Vice President of the Iowa PGA, shared this: "The staff does a great job. The officers, the board, we all have a passion, but it all stems from one person spearheading everything in Iowa. A great PGA professional that has gone through the ranks. We couldn't do what we do without Greg Mason." One thing you can always count on with Mase is that he shows up. He's at every big function, he supports the Iowa Golf Course superintendents, and he certainly supports us at the IGA. The relationship we have with the section is better than ever. We host several events together, and Chad and Mase talk regularly, and I would bet it's more than most states, and I think sometimes it's about golf. We also know that he had a hand in influencing the $250,000 donation to Golf House Iowa, and we couldn't be more appreciative of the collaborative community he's helped create here in Iowa. So Mase, thanks for being a great friend to the IGA and for being an ambassador for golf here in the state, and we'd like to congratulate you for being our PGA Professional of the Year.
Chris, that was pretty good. That's going to be a hard act to follow on this, but congrats to all the award winners. Thank you, Chad Pitts, the entire team at the Iowa Golf Association. Thank you, Awards Committee, for the hard work you did in selecting this year's winners. I'm proud of the work our 2 associations have done in the last 7 years. I mean, Chad, I hopefully feel the same way too. And as Caitlin said, there's a lot of collaboration there. So I'm lucky that my in-laws are here. I call them Mom and Dad. Some people call them Vern and Eddie. They're from up there in Cedar Falls. But thank you for your support and giving me my best friend in the world. I was lucky to win this in 2016, and Chad, this award ceremony is a lot better than it was back then. It was Echo Valley, the luncheon. There might have been 30 people there, family and friends, but some people may never ever get a chance to win an award, and I'm going to tell you what, this is pretty special for them, I think, and I think you see that too. So, but my second time winning is really special. I'm truly accepting this award on behalf of the current 280 Iowa PGA members and associates in Iowa and Western Illinois. Also on behalf of the many that have passed on. Please just imagine your PGA professional's face standing up here right beside me, because that's how I'm accepting this award. Many of you don't know my career, that is fine. I looked at a list of all the winners for all the categories. I got to work along some of the great ones and just didn't realize it at the time. I want you to remember that you never know the impact you may have on someone. So please treat them with kindness, grace. They deserve it, just like someone did for you. When I looked at the list, I've been able to work with some superintendents that have been superintendents of your life, my buddy there, Dane. So 1985 winner from Sunnyside Country Club, and I later hired him to help me build Airport National in Cedar Rapids, Charlie Pribble. 1996 winner, Steve Fagel, and I was just a young assistant at Beaver Hills. 2009 winner from Spirit Hollow, Dave Bike. Now I get to see him every day as he's the superintendent now at Blue Top Ridge in Riverside. And last year's 2023 winner from Glen Oaks, Chris Cohn. He and I were assistants together at Amana. Club managers, here's some names, Kenny, you might remember this one. 1989 Club Manager of the Year from Elm Crest Country Club, also worked at Sunnyside, Tom McCarville. He worked for me at Fox Ridge and Dyke for about 3 years. Colonies, I worked for our first ever executive director for the Iowa Golf Association and the Iowa PGA by the name of Joe Chapman. He actually won the 1999 IGA Club Manager of the Year. Golf professionals, PGA professional, I worked for 2 of the past winners. 1982 winner, the late Norman Lutenin, worked for me for 14 wonderful seasons. 1983 winner, Larry Hartzell at the Colonies Golf Course. For those that didn't know Hartz, he was a gem. He had MS, was wheelchair ridden in his later years, but he was a great man to work with. Always brought a smile to work. Then I think about every day about the PGA professionals, and as Chris said, the club manager and golf course superintendents in my life that deserve this award or more, but have never won it. These guys were my mentors. Kevin Dorrington, he got me into business in 1988 at Beaver Hills. My late partner, Mark Lemon, we were partners for 12 seasons. We built Airport National together. Mark actually has 3 former assistants that have been Iowa PGA Golf Professionals of the Year. I won it in 2008. Monty Meyer won it in 2018. He's at South Hills. And then this year's winner, Matt Erger from Airport National. Joe Hawkins, he worked for me for 10 seasons. One of the great names, Gary Red Dog Lockheed. We built 2 golf courses together, and he worked for me for 5 seasons. And then my big brother, the late Ed Schumann, called him Shoe, he worked for me for 15 seasons. Then other names like Richard Speck, Ted Lewis, George Stevenson, Butch Haberlin, John Waddell, representing Palmer's Hills this year, 18-hole course winner, means so much. And I hope to share this award with these 280 professionals and the Iowa PGA staff. The season is over, as Chris said. We've got a lot of hats that we wear. I'll ask that you take the time to call, text, or email the people that work so hard to give you a release in life at your home facility. The manager, the superintendent, and I'm biased, but your PGA pro if you have one. All of us, all we want to do is just give you the best facility to play a great game. And then I also ask you, there's a bunch of spouses and families in this, so thank them as well. Pull them aside. So I brought my 2 kids here, Taylor and Stephanie. I hope you 2 dorks know how much I adore you. But you continue to make me proud with the compassion and hard work. And then my Terry, I've been lucky to have my best friend in life share this since 1980, 44 years together. And I was 14 years old when she finally said yes to a date. She was 16. She had 3 things that every young 14-year-old needs. 13-inch color TV, a water bed, and her own car. So thank you, Terry, for being my best friend and being beside me for this whole time while I went Mach 2 with my hair on fire. So, as Chad said, we've got a $250,000 check that we wrote to Golf House Iowa. And I would ask that our PGA professionals in the room please stand up. We've also got 5 past presidents, so if you guys would stand up and get some recognition for this, please. Ross, Kenny, Aaron, we're proud. In that room, I enlisted 2 gentlemen to help me get that $250,000. Yes, I was told, Chad, I was hoping we could do a $75,000 check, but the 2 gentlemen that are sitting over there by themselves, they were responsible for convincing some of the people in the room, including Larry Gladson and Tom McCann, Steve Hutton, Richard Speck, John Valier, but that's Kenny Shaw and Ross Beer, so let's give them a special name. Again, I've been truly blessed by this game. Hopefully some of those names, some of you folks remember them with fond memories. I know, again, I did for 15 years, but on behalf of the 280 PGA members and professionals, I accept this award. Thank you.